Oh, yes, my fandingos. I hope you've had a fantastic Christmas, you filthy animals, and a happy new year. Right. Mandingo. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys, and thank you for joining me on this Happy New Year's stealth camping adventure. Today I'm in the Hortonley Spring area. I've just parked the car around the corner. It's a 5-minute walk, no more than 10 minutes to my camping location for tonight, guys. There's like a bit of a fairground thing going on here, and I'm going to be camping behind this fence. As it goes up there and then round to the left, I'm going to get behind the fence, which is right next to the busy A690 road, which links up the city of Sunderland to Durham City. As you can see, it's nearly dark, so I haven't got time to mess about. Fingers crossed I can find a nice little camping spot behind the fence. Once we're set up, I've got some beers, I've got some whisky, oh yes, my Mandy Dingles. So stick around for the world famous whisky review. I've got some red wine, and I'm going to cook a lovely New Year's meal tonight, guys. Oh yes, you better believe I am. Okay then, my fan sexualities, let's get round this camping spot, and I'll bring you back when we're there. Oh yeah. Right, should just be another minute to the end of the fence where I can get behind. I have to just play the old cool in the gangbang. So I know there's loads of people here who watch the Blot Outdoor Show, and just my luck, it looks like there's a couple of people hanging about there, exactly where I was going to go, behind the fence. Bloody typical. Right, I'm just going to have to hang around and hopefully then bugger off very soon. I don't believe this. Unbelievable. As they say in the back streets of Belfast, Brooklyn, Brecon City, Barcelona, Berlin and Bradford. Ricicles. Right folks, I'm just wasting a bit of time now. I'm hoping them two young girls bugger off. They just look like teenagers, 15, 16-year-old. And the last thing I want to do is go walking past them because they look like they've been drinking. They look like they're pissed. I don't want to go walking past them with a camera, hiding behind a fence, setting my tent up. They could think I'm a weirdo. They could go back and tell the dad there's a weirdo hiding behind the fence. But anyway, this fence belongs to Rayton Meadows. There's like a big arena around there as well. Have boxing events on, music events, live bands, all sorts. People book it for private parties and everything. But looks like there's some sort of fairground as well there today. I didn't even know that was there. Right, let's just have a mooch around past 15-20 minutes away, and then we'll go back and try again. They might just be waiting for a lift. We'll see, Mandingos. Come on then, my spam dingos, let's try again. I'm back 15 minutes later. Surely they've gone. I mean, why would you want to be hanging around there? I don't believe it, they're still there. Look at them. Sitting by the side of a busy road where you can get killed. They're sitting on the curb with their feet on the busy A690. My son's 16. If I thought he was hanging around somewhere like that now, you know, been drinking, and like the worst place you can hang about, why would you want to hang around sitting by the side of a road? Maybe they are just waiting for someone to pick them up, but why get picked up there? Why not get picked up round the corner here where it's safer? Hey lad, right, I'm going to have to go back to the Blockmobile. It's already dark now, so it makes no difference. Right, I'm going to go back to the Blockmobile. I'm going to sit and have a can of Pepsi Max and Paddy. We'll give it half an hour. And then we'll come back. Surely they'll be gone dingo by then, mandingos. Tricycles. Right folks, making my way up now. Making my way up now for the third time. Fingers crossed. It goes to plan dingo. Mandingos. Rice. Right, hopefully my spam dingoes, them two young lasses, has buggered off. I've been sitting in the car for about 45 minutes, just with the radio, listening to Talk Sport. I was hanging around here for about 15 minutes in the first place, so there's an hour, over an hour past. Surely they've either buggered off or someone's came and picked them up. I think they've been drinking, so the last thing I wanted to do was get two young lasses on camera, you know, setting me tent up behind a fence in case the spotters. I know I'm doing nothing wrong, but you can't be too careful. Do you know what I mean, guys? So let's have a quick look around the corner. If they've gone, oh yes, they've gone. It's happy dingleberries, as they say in the doo-doing. Just get this torch off. I don't want to bring too much attention to myself. Now I've just got to play it cool. Now I look like the weirdo now, standing at the side of the road, waiting for a lift. I've just got to time this right. I know you might think I'm being ridiculous, but there is quite a few people around this area, Hortonley Spring, who watch the Blot Outdoor Show. And if just one person spots me running behind the fence, they could be nosy, they could come round for a look. So we'll let these few vehicles get past. And then we'll make a move for it. Cars come one way and then the other way is clear, and then vice versa. Right, any second guys, any second. Sorry to bore you. Right. However, here we go. Here we go, mandingos. Oh, shit. Shit. Look at this. I thought this would be all clear. It's all full of willy thorn bushes. Well, bugger me backwards. Nightmare. It just shows you guys, it's not all champagne and Skittles. Things do go wrong dingo sometimes, mandingos. As they say in the deepest forests of the Congo. Look at that, man. Nightmare. Right, I'm going to get the Baghdad off my back of Rooney. I'm going to try and trample through here and find a good spot. I'll bring you back in a few seconds. Right folks, it looks like it opens up a bit through there. So let's get me bag. Let's get through here. Oh, ow, ow, ah shit. Right, I'll leave my bag there. Let's have a look. As you can see, oh. Yeah, this'll work. Oh yes, this is the way of the Mandingo. You better believe it is. I'm going to have to snap a few of these branches off. That spot there, yeah, that'll ding dang do for this Mandingo. But I need to snap some of these off because when I'm smash burgered, I don't want to get my eye put out. Why eye, man? Whoa, do you know what? I am dying for a Candingo now. Is that 2 stealth camps in a row? I think it is. Where things just haven't went to plan. Last week, camping next to Dalton Park, where the security said no, manager had been watching us on the CCTV, cutting through the shops and the car park. Said that was their land, I couldn't camp there. Had to make me way in from a different direction. And then today, you know, it doesn't matter how well you plan things out, just the slightest little thing can mess things up. But we're here now, guys. We're here now. I'll give you a quick look and you can see how close I am. To the A690. This is where I've just walked along. So I'll have to be careful because if I'm sitting here talking shite, which I will be, enjoying a few whiskies, it's only going to take someone to walk past there, and people obviously do, because I have. Them 2 young lasses have been down there. I'm guessing you're going to get local people walking the dogs and that. Anyway, that's enough of me talking shite. I need to clear a nice space, get me bag in, get this tent up, and I'll bring you back in a couple of minutes. Whew. Rice cakes. There you go, folks. Nice big space cleared to pitch me tent up. Tremendous. Oh yes, there we go then, folks. That's the old Tenteroonie up. Just been having a nice German beer, the old Kronenberg 1669er. Aye, it's quite mild. I was expecting it to be freezing, but it's not. And it was windy earlier on. The winds died down. Plus, I've got all this fence going all the way around there, and then this woodland blocking us from the old Windy Miller, if you know what I'm talking about. Might as well have a couple of little chest warmers as well. That traffic noise will do me well, because people think, oh, it must be a nightmare with all that traffic noise. No, it means I can sit and chat away, and it's going to drown out the noise of my annoying voice. So this is going to be just a nice, chilled out, end of year stealth camp. This is going up on YouTube at the beginning of the year, 1st of January, on a Wednesday. But right here, right now, it's Monday. So for me, it's my last stealth camp of the year. So it's going to be a nice chilled out one. We'll answer a few questions and we'll just sit and relax, yeah. No jokes about the Biscuit Crew or Uncle Bensky and all that shite. Just a nice chilled out camp, answer a few questions, engage with my fan sexualities. You better believe it, guys. Right, I need to set up all my gear inside the tent now. You know, put the foil mat goss down, sleeping bag, air pad, and I can feel a little bit drizzle in the air as well. So let's get everything up just in case it starts to wind woony a little bit heavier. Icicles. lice. That's it, folks. That's everything set up, everything's laid out nice. It's been drizzling on and off as I was putting the tent up, but nothing too bad. And like I said, it's not cold. The temperature might drop later on, but that's okay because I've got down jackets to put underneath this. I've got my down trousers, down slippers. I've just put my warm hat on. The old heated glove dingoes in there as well. And I've got my 4-season sleeping bag. So I'm going to be nice and toasty warm later on. Just on my second can of Germany's finest. Cheers, my man and woman friend dingoes. Oh, I'm going to show you all me setup very soon, guys. You know, me whole layout, me gear, it's the same shite as usual. All me food and drink. I am cooking a nice meal tonight. Yes, I'm not just taking it easy with the Uncle Bensky lice and a tin of, you know, like a tin of chicken curry katona. I'm going to have this now though, a nice steak pie from Dickens. Is it Dickens or Dixon's? Dixon's, isn't it? I was in Horton this spring, in the town centre, just along there, earlier on. And I treated myself to a nice Dixon's steak pie. So, some questions we're going to answer tonight. I'll space them out through the video. It gives us something to talk about. And it's a good question someone asked us. So they said, over the whole course of 2024, what's me top 3 wild camping videos I've done, my top 3 stealth camps, and my top 3 takeaway review skis. I don't know if I'll answer the one about the takeaway reviews because them ones are not quite as exciting as the camping videos. So I think this is the perfect time to answer that question. Obviously is, because for me it's my last camp of 2024. The person did ask as well, what's my top 3 camps like ever? So I'm going to answer that question now while I'm doing some munching Gladbach on this lovely steak pie. Well, I'm going to go with my top 3 highest viewed videos ever. I think them have got to be my top 3 videos. You can ask me the same question in another year and I might change my mind. Because when you look back through the videos, you reminisce and you think, oh yeah, that one was good. But just off the top of my head now, I think my top 3 viewed videos, I would say, are my best ones, because them's the videos that kind of like, I wouldn't say went viral. There's only one of them got over 1 million views, but it kind of pushed the algorithm out that brought you legends to the Blotting Outdoors Show. So the top one is off over 2 years ago. The smallest roundabout stealth camp yet. I said yet, smallest roundabout yet, because I thought somebody else might beat it, or I might find another roundabout and beat it. That video's got over 1 million views. So that one, that's my highest viewed one. My second highest viewed one is the McDonald's drive-through stealth camp, where I literally just walked through, busy drive-through, all the cars are lined up, I just walked straight past, people were looking at us thinking, who the hell is that? But that was just the early days of the channel doing well, so no one knew who I was, so it was easier then. Right at the end of the drive-through there were some bushes and I just got straight behind there. Them bushes have gone now because they've redone the car parking area and took the bushes out. My third best video, you know, my third highest views, was the smallest roundabout camp I done this year, about 6 or 7 months ago, even smaller than the original one I done. So yeah, there you go. Quickly answer that one. Them for my top 3 videos. I would say off the top of my head, it's me 3 highest viewed ones, so I'm going to go with them. The original tiny roundabout one, the McDonald's drive-through one, and then the even smaller roundabout one I did 6 months ago. There you go, guys. Later on during the video, we'll talk about my favourite videos from this year. If you know what I'm talking about, my Mandy Dingles, lovely jubbly. Come on then, my fan sexualities, before we drink any more drinks, before we answer any more questions, it's time for this man Dingo to show all you legends my little setup for tonight. So as you can see, I'm in the trusty, faithful, battered and bruised Van Gogh Orion 2-man tent. So although I've been given a fantastic tent from No Tent a few weeks ago, which I've been using on quite a few wild camps lately, and also the MSR Tindheim 2-man Tentaroonie, which I paid over £300 for, I am still using my trusty, faithful, old battered and bruised Van Gogh Orion for my stealth camps. You better believe it, my spam dingoes. Yep, so that's a Tentermint night. Drinks, I have got, it was a half bottle, and it's just a little bit less than half now. Glenfiddich 12-year-old single malt Scotch whisky. I have definitely reviewed that before, but that was given to me, you know, for one of my Christmas presents from Mrs. Blott's dad and his wife Angela. So Glenn and Angela, thank you very much for that. I've reviewed it before, but I'll certainly ding dang do another world famous review on Glenfiddich. I don't mind. I don't think my fan sexualities will mind me doing another review on that. Most people might not have seen the one I've done in the past anyway, so happy dingleberries, as they say in the Dudoinski. My other drinks, it's a little bit of a German thing tonight, guys. I've got 2 more of Germany's finest, Kronenberg 1669. We've got a bottle of German red wine here, German Rioja. I'm going to try and keep that for my main meal tonight. Whether I do is another story, but we'll try. Let's have a look inside. I might as well stick with the German thing and show you my traditional. Oh, just tripped over on that Jeremy vine. Get that outside there, guys. Yeah, so we're going for a traditional German meal tonight. We've got that, which is like a German stir fry. There you go. And we've got these German noodles as well. So yeah, happy days. I'm looking forward to this. I brought 2 pots of them noodles. I might need 1 or even just 1.5. What we'll do is we'll heat the stove up, get the boiling water poured into the 2 pots of snoodles, the old deep fried poodles, and then we'll get the chicken, the German chicken stir fry in the old pansexual sexual chocolate. By the time we fry the chicken and the rest of the stir fry, the noodles will be ready, everything chucked on my plastic plate there. Oh, and we've got another snackaroonie here, German salami. We've got a Terry's chocolate orange. We've got some of these Haribo twin snakes, a Jürgen Kloffe, Frinzy Morgan, yeah, Jürgen Kloffe, the old Jürgen Klopp is German. So like I said, guys, a definite German theme to this new year. Foil Mac Goss down on the bottom, Berghaus sleeping pad, the OEX 4-season sleeping bag. I've got me Trespass pillar biter there, guys. Bin diesel for all my shite. We've got some water down there, which I'll need for the snoodles, for the Jürgen Kloffe, and for dry mouth, Inzy Morgan. Baghdad there in the top of it. We've got the glove of self-love, me charging wires, power banks. We've got the heated glove dingoes. Yes, I'll probably put them on soon because the temperature has dropped and me flingers are getting absolutely freezing. That's me down trousers and down slippers in there if I need them. I'm normally nice and toasty in that sleeping bag, and it's not like I'm high up in the hills in the Lake District where it does get really stone cold Steve Austin. Chuck them down there, guys. Let's have a snack. What am I going to have? I'm going to have some German salami and a couple of shots of Glenfiddich. And yeah, when I bring you back, we'll answer a question. You know it makes total sense. Right.
Hey mate, sell us your jawbone.
Yes, guys. Sell us me 6-pack. Come on then, folks. Oh, yes. Time for a few little chest warmers on the old Glenfiddich. We'll have answer a question. This is going to be the one. The one. This is going to be the one. Three favorite stealth camping videos of 2024. So this is in no order. You know, I'm not saying number 1, number 2 and number 3. I'm just going to tell you off the top of my head 3 favorite stealth camping videos of 2024. You decide which one's your favorite. I think it's obvious which one the first one's going to be. The stealth camping next to a haunted church with little Schmick.
The human dorsal fin.
It was class, wasn't it? It was a right good laugh. And I get loads of people, you know, are still now asking, did we have someone with us making the bang noise? Or was there someone homeless living in the church? No, nothing like that. I know people commenting on there was a packet of, like an empty packet of Cadbury's buttons. So they said, well, there must have been someone living there if there was an empty packet of Cadbury's buttons there. Why are you some Columbo? Do you know what I mean? I think that was just rubbish of disrespectful people that had been in and they just put the litter down. Do you know what I mean, guys? But honestly, seriously, me and Mick went in. When we heard the bang the first time, obviously we left and we sat outside next to the tent. And when we weren't recording, we were just talking off camera. We were saying, we might have just let our imaginations run away with ourselves. Imagination! So we went back in and then we got the same bang noise again. As you guys know, I think most of you have watched that video. And then we really did think, bloody hell, what the hell is that? Yeah, there's nothing fake on the Bloodout Door Show. And if there is, I'll tell you about it. Like over 3 years ago, when we done the Sasquatch thing in the woods, of course that was fake. That was just me and Mick having a laugh. We were actually having a piss take at the people who do the fake stuff, who do the clickbait shite. It was all just a bit banter. But that in the church, I don't know what it was. And I don't want to know. But there you go, guys. The Haunted Church Stealth Camp with Little Mick. That's got to be in this year's top 3. Now I've already named the smallest roundabout one of 6 months ago in the top 3 ever videos, you know, for views, the highest view ones. I'm not going to involve that one again in this 3. I'll pick like a fresh 3 that was like top 3 highest views ever. So in this one, just for 2024, what else am I going to pick? This is going back towards like the beginning of the year. You might have forgotten about it by now, but for me, I loved it. It was a weird experience. It was fantastic. It was the stealth camming. I think I called it extreme stealth camming underneath a spiral staircase. I'd actually been out to do a camp in a location, and I couldn't get into that place. I think it was like an abandoned pub, and there was a hole in the fence I could get through, and when I went back to get in, it was blocked off, and the door of the abandoned pub had all been like patched up, and I couldn't get in. So I went to this location and I found this fantastic spot underneath a spiral staircase, Air Matron, and it was just brilliant. It was just nice and snug underneath, tucked away. The security guard was going around with a camera, and I give it the old "Hey mate," but I just love that camp, and I want to pick one as well from earlier on in the year. Just off the top of my head, I think that was one that stands out for me. So yeah, stealth camping underneath the spiral staircase. If you haven't watched it, guys, go back and check it out. You can't go wrong, dingo man dingos, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco. Which other one should I pick? There's that many. I've never missed 1 week, so there's been, including this one, there's been 52 stealth camping videos this year. So it's pretty impossible to pick the top 3, but I've got to answer this question. So I'm going to go for the one when I was camping in the bushes next to the big Asda supermarket at Leachmere in the city of Sunderland, where I was hiding behind the bush and I kept shouting, "Hey mate," and people were walking past and they were looking, and then people were walking across the car park, "Hey mate," and they were looking, and I really pushed me luck. Literally just a metre away from us, there was people walking past.
Hey mate.
And I was ducking down behind the bush by the camera sticking up. I think that was probably the funniest one this year. Definitely the most risky. I mean, I was putting myself at risk, but sometimes you've just got to risk it for a biscuit. You've got to risk it for a disco biscuit, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. So there you go. There's my top 3 videos, stealth camping videos of 2024. If you ask me this question in a year's time, I'll probably give you a different answer, but just off the top of my head now, that's what I'm choosing. So yeah, let's have a few more waskies. Later on, we'll answer the question of my top 3 wild camping videos of this year, and then I've got another question to answer as well, so I'll keep bringing you back. If you know what I'm talking about, my man and woman friend sexuals, rice. Yes, my fandingos. Cheers, guys. Oh, I need to keep some of this fuzzy world famous Wasky review. I've just popped inside just to lie down for a bit. Right, Air Matron. Next question. This is the one for my personal choice. Top 3 wild camping videos of 2024. It doesn't matter if you don't agree with this, guys. It's just for a little bit fun, dingo, if you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, if you've been watching long enough, you know the score. I left the factory to be a full-time YouTuber. I hate saying that. It makes you sound like a right knobhead, doesn't it? I sound like a right wanker. But that's just the way it goes, guys. I left the factory at the end of February to push my YouTube channel on as my full-time job. So before that, I was already doing the foodie Friday night videos and the stealth camping Sunday, but once a month, the stealth camping Sunday would be a wild camping video. But once I left the factory, Sunday night was stealth camping, and then I started putting out a Wednesday night wild camp every week, and I've never missed one since I done the first one right at the beginning of March. And it's that video, that first wild camp I did when I left the factory, which I'm going to mention first, because I wasn't worried, I wasn't chewed, I was confident but not overconfident at exactly the same time. I was ready to do it. I'd been planning on doing it for months and months and months, but it was still nerve-wracking, you know. How old was I when I left the factory? Well, it was only earlier on this year, so I will have been 46 at the time. I'm 47 now. I'm a family guy. I've got my wife, my son, 2 stepdaughters, their partners, 3 grandchildren. And just to pack your job in and work as a full-time YouTuber, of course it was nerve-wracking. But I've got not just a beautiful wife, I've got the best wife in the world, who was so supportive, and she said, look, Mandingo, go for it. If it goes belly up, if it goes tits up, then you've got to go and get another job. It's just life, isn't it? But if you don't try, you'll never know. So I said, thank you, Mrs. Blott. That's all I needed to know. All I needed was her support. All I needed was her suspenders, if you know what I'm talking about. And so I went for it. So that first video, I think I called it something like wild camping on one of Britain's most haunted hills. And it was a brilliant camp. I knew once I was doing that camp, I was like, oh yes, my Mandy Dingles, this is the life for me. Not that I was given the big one, but on that camp, I would have, rather than being camping, I would have been working in the factory till 11 o'clock at night. So I was just saying to myself, like, you're so lucky, Mandingo. I would have been in the factory all week, working from 3 in the afternoon till 11 at night. And instead of doing that, I'm up here with fantastic views. There was snow all around on the peaks above us, just above where I was. So I got set up, I went for a hike a little bit further up in the snow and the frost and the ice, and then back down, and I told the funny story about the phantom shiter. Do you know what I mean, guys? If you haven't watched it, go back and check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But yeah, that was my first wild camp as being like a full-time YouTuber, so that one will always hold a special place in my heart. Sorry guys, I mean heart. Another wild camp I did in the top 3, I need to get cracking because I'm making this last too long, was, can you remember the wild camp I did a few months ago in Storm Lillian? And the weather was absolutely brutal, and I didn't have like a top quality tent at the time. I'm very lucky now I've got the Nortent Vern 1. I was only in my Berghaus Cairngorm 2-man tent, which is still a cracking tent, and I love it, and I will get that tent back out soon. Don't you worry about that, guys. But like most other YouTubers and just wild campers in general who have got like the so-called top of the range tent, which is a Hilleberg, 99.999% of these people didn't go out and camp on that day because it was forecast for Storm Lillian. Isn't that what the Hilleberg tent is supposed to be for? To survive in weather like that. Yet they've got the tent to deal with it, but they don't go out in it. This Mandingo did, in me cheap and nasty Berghaus Cairngorm 2-man tent, which only cost me about £130, something like that, and it survived only just. The tent was getting battered, the weather was brutal. I was a little bit chewed, yeah, off camera. I was thinking, have I done the right thing? Am I going to have to abandon camp? But no, we got through the night, the tent survived. Had done the old job dingo for this Mandingo. And yeah, What an experience to be camping in such brutal weather. I was probably the only Mandingo out in the Lake District Hills that night. And that's not me giving the big one. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. There might have been somebody else wild camping in the Lake District. But as far as I know, I was the only Mandingo out that night. So check that video out, guys. Wild camping in Storm Lillian. Another one. This is in no order. It's not like a top 1, top 2, top 3. This is just 3 random picks off the top of my head. I'm still thinking now for the third one. Right, I've got one. This was on the Northumberland coast. Sugar Sands, or as I was calling it, Shergar Sands. I told you the bullshit story, didn't I? About how the famous racehorse, Shergar, used to get trained on that beach and used to run up and down. Don't ask us why. I can't even give you a reason why. That was one of my top 3 favourite camps in the year. It was just, you know, sometimes you get a feeling in your body. You get a feeling in your bones. When I came down to the spot and I took my rucksack off and I looked around, I could just feel it straight away. I was like, oh God, this is amazing. And then the tide went right out. And you know what it's like, guys, on the Northumberland coast, when the tide goes out, it goes right out. And it was like 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'd walked out about, it felt like about a mile or something. The sky was clear, the moon was up, so everything was lit up. You didn't even need your head torch. The moon was doing the job dingo for this Mandingo. It was fantastic. I just absolutely loved it. It was just like a special camp. It's somewhere I'll definitely go back to in the future. It'll be a perfect one for little Mick. And I think I said that in the video as well. Even the next day when I was driving home, I stopped at a service station on the A1 motorway, pulled in to get a coffee, a good old black cock. Sorry guys, I mean a black coffee. And I was sitting drinking my black coffee and having some food, and just, I was even thinking then, oh wow, what a camp. And that's what wild camping should be all about. It should blow your mind. So there you go, guys. I'm boring you, I'm reminiscing. I'm sounding like a right slavery bastard, but that's just the way it goes. I think that's a good top 3 of my wild camps of 2024. Cheers, my Mandy Dingles. I'm sorry if this video was boring you, but I'm enjoying myself and I'm enjoying telling you about my favourite videos of this year. So there you go, guys. I've got one more question to answer later on. I'm going to go out now and stretch my legs. It's a bit too early to be in the tent, so I'll bring you back in a Winnie Mandela, a few secondas, and even a Neil Sedaka. Air. I've tickled me fancy there. I'm laughing away at myself. Come on then, guys. Before everyone gets a little bit too excited, time to answer my third and final question of the night. Oh, well, that's enough of that. Oh, that's enough of that. Time for the third and final question of the night. Come on, let's get serious. Let's get a drink first. Oh God, there's not much of that left. I tell you what, let's put a cork in it. I'm spitting on the camera there. Let's keep that Fozzie world famous Wasky review. Put that down there. And have some German Rioja. Yes, guys. Look, you've got good teeth. They might not be white, but they're real. And then the real deal. Oh, yes. Come on, then. Let's sit back down. Right, the question is, let's get cracking. Why do I think the Blood Outdoor Show does so well? You know, considering in the UK, this is just the UK alone, there's like hundreds of stealth camping channels. There's thousands of wild camping channels, all very similar. How comes this idiot with a face like a smacked ass? I've got a face the tide wouldn't tack out. A dog, not many dogs would lick my face. But how comes the Blood Outdoor Show does so well? Well, all I can think of is, yeah, we have a good laugh on the Blood Outdoor Show. But I think it's because we all come together here, don't you, on this Blood Outdoors community. There's no bullshit about like politics, religion, sexuality, unless it's pansexuality. Pansexual. Like, I never bang on about it. I never bang on about my political beliefs, my religious beliefs. I don't put anyone down about the sexuality. Everything I'd said is like a light-hearted banter, which it's actually allowed on YouTube. You know, for anyone getting offended, you are allowed to have a little bit light-hearted banter on YouTube. I know how far to push the boundaries. But yeah, I think that's how the Blood Outdoor Show does so well. Everyone's welcome. It's a big community, and you're only going to get blocked, or you're only going to get stopped from being a member of the Blood. Can I even stop you from being a member of the Blood Outdoor Show? I can't stop people from watching. I can only block people from leaving like stupid comments. I'm trying to word things right because I'm not going to try and word things right. I'm not going to try and word things right in case anyone gets offended, because what's the point of that? You've got to be true to yourself, and that's the reason why the Blood Outdoor Show does so well. I come out, I'm just a normal guy with a pot belly and a face like a smacked arse, with me phone. It's not even a camera. I record on my phone, a cheap £20 selfie stick off Amazon, and I'm just doing what I was doing from day one when there was no one watching. Recording me journeys, talking shite. If people like it, happy dingleberries. If you don't, go and watch something else. I won't take offence to it. If you want to come back, you're more than welcome. If you want to piss off, I've got no problems with that. No hard feelings. But it's just, I never talk about religion and politics. And in the comment section of my videos, if anyone does do it, they get a little warning. And if they carry on doing it, they'll get removed from commenting. And that's the way I'm going to keep things. And I think that's the way everyone likes it. I bet that I see half the people who watch my channel are left wing, half the people that watch my channel are right wing, half the people who watch my channel won't agree with other people's religious beliefs, and the other half people will think, oh God, I don't agree with you. Some people might not like Brian calling himself Brenda and getting dressed up as a woman on a weekend.
And then some people will hate them people because they don't like people not liking that, and it just goes round and round in a vicious circle. And that's the problem we've got in life. The news stirring up shit, the mainstream media poisoning our minds. So just for like 2 hours a week, you know, I do 3 videos a week, but like I do 2 camps a week that are normally an hour long. So for 2 hours a week, people can tune in to the Blood Outdoor Show, and it doesn't matter what your views are on politics, religion, sexuality, and all the other shite that's going on in the world. You can tune into my channel, and we can be a community. Everything gets put aside. I think you know exactly where I'm coming from, guys. Everything gets put aside because I don't allow it. I don't allow people talking about politics and religion. This channel is about everyone coming together, everyone getting on, this man dingo camping, getting smash burgered. Positivity, there's no room for negativity on the Blood Outdoor Show, if you know what I'm talking about. Cheers, guys. I don't half waffle a crock of shite. I could have literally just answered that question in a couple of minutes, and I've got to bang on and on. But that's just the way it goes, guys. That's just where I am. But I think you can understand exactly what I'm saying. Even though I'm talking no sense, I think I'm making total sense, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. The Blood Outdoor Show is just a good community for everyone, no matter what your religious beliefs is, no matter what your sexuality. I don't care whether you're black, white, yellow, pink with purple spots. I couldn't give a monkey's chuff. If you're a good person and you're good to me, then I'll be good to you. And it's happy dingleberries, as they say in the Dudonsky. Everyone is welcome on the Blood Outdoor Show. So, and I think that's why it works so much. So there you go. What more can I say? I'm going to finish my German Rioja. I've probably answered that in a terrible way. I could press stop and start again, but I'm not going to, because I'm just speaking from the heart. Hey, my God, why I'm deep. Come on then, guys, let's have a quick look over here. The traffic is eased off. Me tent is shite, but it's the world famous Van Gogh Orion. Let's drink this, let's get in, let's do the world famous Wasky review, and then we'll get cooking some serious Grandingo, my Mandy Dingles. Bicycles. Oh yes, my Mandy Dingles, my man and woman friend sexuals. You know what time it is? It's Wasky time. And this is what I've got this week. It's not the first time I've reviewed this. It's probably not even the second time. But I think the first time I reviewed this was a good 4 years ago. And I might have done a review in it about 2 years ago, but it's been a while. Glenfiddich 12-year-old single malt Scotch Wasky, kindly given to me from Mrs. Blood's dad and his wife Angela. Cheers, Glenn and Angela, my man. My man. Come on, Chris, get your words out. I'm slurry words. It's nearly time for bed, guys. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna cook me food and get some Wayne sleep. My man and woman friend sexuals. Cheers, Glenn and Angela. The old famous Cub Dingo is at the ready. Oh, yes. Oh yes. Oh, you know, makes sense, my Mandy Dingles. And let's get the old Baker Rooney in it. Come on, guys. Here we go. Well, that's quite grainy, yeah? It is quite grainy indeed. But like a floral type of smell. Does that make sense? Like a floral snifferoony up the old Nostradamus. Yeah, definitely grainy, definite floral. Give that a swirl around. A slight little few spices going at the beak there, giving us a bit tingle, and the old Nostradamus head and goes. Maybe the slightest fruity element, but that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Rice cakes. Now I love Glenfiddich. If you would have asked me, let's say 5 years ago, Mandingo, what's your favourite whisky? I would have said that, and I think I have said that in the early dingos of the Blood Outdoor Show. But after so many legends, so many fandingos have sent me whiskies, you know, constantly every week, I get whiskies sent from all you legends. I have actually had not just a few, quite a lot of whiskies that have been of a higher quality than that. But that's not to say that isn't a decent whiskey. It's very nice indeed. I've also had like the 14-year-old one as well, and it is really nice. What's the normal one? The normal one is like is it a 10-year-old one? This is the 12, and then you've got the 14. So I think, is that like the middle of the range one? I don't know. I'm gonna give you an honest opinion of what I'm getting now, guys. I think a size bottle of that will cost you about 40 pundinkies. But if you look online, or if you catch the supermarket at the right time, sometimes you can get it for 35 or 30. That's just the way it goes, guys, as they say in the southeastern region of Mongolia. Let's get on with the tasting. Oily, oaky, yeah. A nice oaky taste of Rooney. It ain't harsh at all, but has got some spices in there, yeah. It's got a lovely just like a nice flavour. It goes down smooth. There's an oakiness to it. Dare I say a little bit of a sherry linger coming through. Whatever it is, it's mixed together and it's very enjoyable. I'm no expert, guys. I give it the big one. Sometimes it's all just for a bit of a laugh. I do enjoy whiskey, but I'm certainly no expert. But I like to give you my honest opinion. And that's going down so smooth, so oily. Come on, let's have another couple of tastes and see where I get. Almost like yeah, like a little bit of a back taste of like a bit of a treacle toffee. Am I wrong? If you read the Google reviews of that, it probably doesn't say that. That's how you'll know I'm not talking shite. That's just my honest opinion. There's no harshness about it. Yes, there's a few spices, but they're not overpowering. They're just mixing in with the flavour, Rooney, and it's very enjoyable. So once again, a massive thank you to Angela in Glen for that. I do appreciate it. I'm not going to bang on any longer because I've reviewed before, and I'm probably talking a crock of shite compared to what I said the last time. But that's just the way it goes, guys. Glenfiddich, 12-year-old. I'm going to give that a nice, solid, steady 8. It's an 8 out of 10 dingo from this man Dingo. It ain't blowing my mind, but it is quality. There you go, guys. Glenfiddich, 12-year-old. It's 8. From me to you. and I don't stink of poo. What am I talking about? You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute total sense. And this is serious stealth camping. Oh my god. Matron. There you go, folks. 2 pots of snoodles. I've poured the hot water into spicy German Japanese noodles. Let's get that chicken pop in the old pansexual, and pop on the stove, because I am getting Hank Marvin now, guys. I'm starving. I'm looking forward to a nice hot meal before it's time to say bonjour and good night, Vienna. Yes. Yes, guys. The old Ciccone waver is cooking away. I've just added the veg, you know, the peppers and onions and chilies. The noodles down there, the old deep fried snoodles. Them are ready to put on the old plastic plate of Rooney. Give this a few secondas, maybe even a couple of Winnie Mandelas, and we will be doing some serious Borussia Mönchengladbach on a traditional German stir fry with chicken, peppers, onions, mushrooms, bean sprouts. Oh yes, everything you can think of, guys. It's going to be a meal fit for Mandingo. And I bring you back. We'll be sitting here. We'll be getting ready to dive in. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes total sense. Bicycles, tricycles, van sexualities, and tran sexualities. Oh yes. Probably the best camping meal I've made yet. German chicken stir fry with German noodles. Let's get this served up, guys, and do some serious Borussia Mönchengladbach. You know it makes sense. Yes, guys. Time to get stuck into this. Look at that. I mean, how good does that look? Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Let's go for it, folks. Oh my God. Let's go for some of these deep fried poodles. Wow, how good is that? Is this the greatest camping meal I've ever cooked? I don't know. It's certainly better than Uncle Bensky's lice with a tin of chicken curry, which is probably what I'll have next week. Wow. Unbelievable. Look at that. A thing of beauty, guys. Proper chunks of chicken. Proper chunks of chicken curry katona with snoodles. Sorry guys for the sex noises. You've got no idea how good this tastes. Imagine cooking the same thing in the house. Imagine cooking this exact same thing in the house and then come outside and sit in a tent, the wind and the rain. I guarantee you it'll taste 10 times better. Unbelievable. My God, I'm not lying guys, this may be the greatest thing I've ever eaten in all my life. It's such a taste sensation. Wow. And I've been all over the world guys before I started this channel. Unbelievable. Wow. Look at that. What you're seeing there is an amazing meal, and what I'm tasting is even better. It's a meal fit for 10-man dingoes. Unbelievable guys, unbelievable. Well, I'm gonna have to end this video at some point. Oh, wow. So it's now time for me to say bonjour, good night Vienna, arrivederci, and Vorsprung der Technik. See you in the morning guys, when I'm not as smash burgered. Don't worry, I'm nearly finished this. I'm only going to have a couple more little bits. See you in the morning guys. Right.
Au revoir guys, and good morning. 9:30. So I've had a fantastic sleep. Absolutely blowing a gale black outside. So come on then, let's get up. Let's get a quick Slash Gordon and let's get out of Dodge City. Rice.
Matron, it's the glove of self-love.
So that's me all packed away guys. Bin diesel with all my shite. Baghdad ready to put on my old Buckaroonie. As you can see, that's where I had the tent. And I'm going to just quickly say this now.
because once I go on the other side of this fence and start walking down the road, it's going to be blowing a gale plat and you won't be able to hear me properly. So I want to say thank you very much for all the support through 2024. I hope you continue watching the Blood Outdoor Show through 2025. And I want to say to all you legends, I do honestly wish you all good health and good luck for the new year. You better believe I do. Right guys, let's get this Baghdad on me macaroni and let's make like a tree and split. Happy New Year, Mandingos. Come on then guys, here we go. Straight over these nettles and willy thorn bushes. Thorn right in the back of my leg. There we go folks, we're out of here. Oh yes, that's another successful stealth camp completed. Lice. So there we go guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had an absolutely fantastic time as usual. If you have liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment, it really does help the channel. Please join me on the next one, which will be a takeaway review and a mooch around on Friday night and another serious stealth camp on Sunday. You know what I'm talking about and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Happy New Year, Mandingos. Rights.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make turtle sense might very nice.